Sprints. Sprints are the simplest concept, hardest execution. 100 meters in under 10 seconds. 200 meters around one turn. 400 meters. One lap that destroys your soul. The 4x100 relay is pure chaos. Batons passed at 25 mph in a 20-meter zone. One dropped baton ruins 4 years of training. Distance running. Distance running starts at 800 meters. Too long to sprint, too short to pace. The 1500 is chess at 15 mph. 5,000 and 10,000 meters are tactical warfare. The marathon is 26.2 miles of controlled suffering that ends inside an Olympic stadium. Runners hit the wall around mile 20 when glycogen stores deplete and every step becomes agony. Hurdles. Hurdles take running and add 42-inch obstacles that will destroy you if you clip them. 110 meters for men, 100 for women, clearing barriers at full speed. The 400 hurdles are the cruelest 10 barriers when your legs are already screaming from oxygen debt. Steeplechase adds water jumps because apparently regular hurdles weren't sadistic enough. Runners navigate 28 barriers and 7 water jumps over 3,000 meters. Jumps. Jumps are about explosive power channeled through perfect technique. High jump, clearing bars over 8 feet using nothing but approach speed and the Fosbury flop. Pole vault launches humans over 20 feet using fiberglass poles that bend into U-shapes. Long jump requires sprinting at maximum speed, then leaping into sand. The world record of 29 feet 4 inches has stood since 1991. Triple jump is hop, skip, and jump in perfect sequence. Throws. Throws turn ancient weapons into Olympic events. Shot put. Heaving a 16-pound metal ball using the glide or spin technique. Discus throwers launch 4.4-pound discs over 200 feet using centrifugal force. Hammer throw spins a 16-pound weight on a wire. So dangerous, it requires protective cages. Javelin involves throwing a spear for distance without killing spectators. Race walking. Race walking is exactly what it sounds like, but with judges ensuring proper form. One foot must always touch the ground. The men race 20 kilometers. That's 12.4 miles of aggressive walking that looks more painful than running. Swimming. Swimming has 4 strokes, each more demanding than the last. Freestyle isn't actually a stroke. Everyone chooses front crawl because it's fastest. The 50 is a 20-second explosion that leaves swimmers gasping. Katie Ledecky made the 1500 look easy while lapping competitors. Backstroke is freestyle blind. Swimmers can't see where they're going and must count strokes. Breaststroke looks easy until you try maintaining legal form while generating speed. Butterfly is poetry in motion and torture in reality. The most beautiful and brutal stroke in swimming. Individual medley. Individual medley combines all 4 strokes in order. Butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle. The 400 IM is swimming's toughest event. 100 meters of each stroke tests every muscle group and energy system. Diving. Diving is gymnastics, with water as your landing mat. Platform diving from 10 meters means jumping off a 3-story building while performing triple somersaults. Divers reach 35 mph. Before hitting water, they hope feels softer than concrete. Synchronized diving doubles every challenge. 2 divers must execute identical dives simultaneously. Water polo. Water polo is basketball meets rugby in 8 feet of water. 7 players per team tread water for 4 8-minute quarters while trying to score. Players are constantly grabbed, kicked, and held underwater outside referees' vision. The ball travels at 60 mph from point-blank range. Players swim 3 to 5 miles per game while battling opponents. Marathon swimming. Marathon swimming covers 10 kilometers in open water without pool walls or lane lines. Swimmers battle currents, waves, and hypothermia during races lasting over 2 hours. Strategy involves drafting behind competitors like cycling. Artistic gymnastics. Artistic gymnastics transforms humans into gravity-defying artists. Men compete on 6 events. Floor exercise combines tumbling passes that generate enough force to crack concrete with choreographed dance. Pommel horse is gymnastics' most technical event. Circular movements while supporting body weight on handles. Still rings test pure strength while suspended 8 feet up. The iron cross requires holding rings perpendicular to the body for 2 seconds. Vault involves sprinting toward a table at 16 mph and launching into space. Parallel bars require swinging without touching while performing release moves. High bar features flying dismounts from 8 feet after building momentum through giant swings. Women compete in 4 equally demanding events. Uneven bars feature swinging between bars at different heights, 8.2 feet and 5.6 feet. Balance beam reduces a 4-inch wide surface to a stage for acrobatics 4 feet off the ground. Floor exercise combines tumbling with artistic expression in 90-second routines. Rhythmic gymnastics. Rhythmic gymnastics blends dance with apparatus that have minds of their own. Athletes perform with ribbons, hoops, balls, clubs, or ropes while executing superhuman flexibility moves. The ribbon is 20 feet long and travels at incredible speeds. Catching it requires millisecond timing. Trampoline. Trampoline launches athletes 30 feet in the air while performing skills that combine height with technical precision. Routines consist of 10 consecutive skills, where landing slightly off-center can launch performers off entirely. Boxing. Boxing is the sweet science where split-second timing meets brutal power. 3 rounds of intense action with heart rates exceeding 180 BPM. Weight classes from 106 pounds to over 201 pounds ensure competitive balance. Protective headgear reduces cuts, but doesn't eliminate concussion risk. Wrestling. Wrestling is divided into 2 styles. Freestyle allows leg attacks. Takedowns and sweeps are primary weapons. Greco-Roman bands, leg attacks entirely, emphasizing upper body throws that generate tremendous force. Both require year-round weight management, with wrestlers often cutting 10 to 20 pounds before competition. Judo. Judo means gentle way, but there's nothing gentle about being thrown with maximum force. Victory comes through ippon, a perfect throw, 20-second pin, or submission. The sport emphasizes using opponents' force against them through timing and leverage. Taekwondo. Taekwondo elevates kicking to an art form where head kicks score maximum points. Electronic sensors detect contact force and location. Spinning techniques create spectacular highlights while requiring incredible balance and timing. Fencing. Fencing transforms sword fighting into high-speed tactical duels, where touches register in milliseconds. Foil targets the torso with thrusting attacks only. Épée allows the entire body as a target. Saber permits cuts and thrusts to the upper body. Touches often occur faster than human eyes can follow. Basketball. Basketball features the world's greatest athletes competing for national pride. The 40-minute format and FIBA rules create different emphasis than professional leagues. Olympic courts are slightly smaller, encouraging faster pace and more physical play. Football. Football is what Americans call soccer. It is the world's game played with under 23 teams, plus 3 overage players, 2 45-minute halves, where matches can feature over 10 miles of running per player while maintaining ball control and precision. Volleyball. Volleyball requires 6 specialists working in perfect harmony across a 7-foot 11-inch net. Attacks exceed 80 miles sarf when hit from 10-foot heights. Rally scoring means every point matters. No easy serves exist. Matches can extend past 2 hours as teams battle through multiple game points. Beach volleyball. Beach volleyball strips indoor volleyball to its essence. 2 players on sand courts. No substitutions, no rotations. Just pure athleticism and partnership chemistry. Sand reduces jumping ability by 15%, while increasing energy expenditure significantly. Handball. Handball combines basketball's pace with soccer's continuous action using hands. 7 players per side navigate a court while scoring in 10-foot wide goals. Players routinely collide at full speed while maintaining ball control. Goalkeepers face 100 MEP shots from 20 feet away. Field hockey. Field hockey uses sticks to control a hard ball on grass or turf. 11 players per side using only the flat side of curved sticks. Penalty corners create set pieces where drag flicks propel balls at 100 mph. Ice hockey condenses fierce competition into 3 20-minute periods. 6 players per side navigate 200 by 85-foot rinks while maintaining control of a rubber puck. Body checking creates spectacular collisions at 25 plus mph. Rugby sevens. Rugby sevens condenses rugby's controlled violence into 7 players per side, competing in 14-minute matches. Players run continuously without protective equipment beyond mouth guards. Tackles resemble car accidents, but must wrap around ball carriers. Tennis. Tennis brings Grand Slam champions to Olympic courts, where surface changes everything. Clay favors patience, grass rewards aggression, hard courts test complete games. Serve speeds exceed 140 mph, while players react in under 0.5 seconds. Badminton. Badminton generates shuttlecock speeds exceeding 200 mph, faster than tennis balls or Formula One cars. 5 disciplines test different skills. The shuttlecock's aerodynamics create flight patterns impossible with balls, decelerating rapidly after impact. Table tennis. Table tennis elevates ping pong into high-speed warfare over 9-foot tables. Balls weighing 2.7 grams travel at 70 mph while generating spin rates exceeding 9,000 RPM. Players react to attacks faster than human vision can track clearly. Archery. Archery combines medieval skills with modern precision. Recurve bows shoot arrows 70 meters to targets where the gold ring measures just 12.2 centimeters. Wind conditions and psychological pressure affect accuracy measured in millimeters. Shooting. Shooting tests ultimate precision under Olympic pressure. Rifle events require hitting targets from 50 meters, where the center ring measures 0.5 millimeters. Pistol events combine accuracy with speed. Shotgun involves hitting clay targets moving at 60 mph through 3-dimensional space. Track cycling. Track cycling occurs on banked velodromes, where speeds exceed 50 mph and tactics rival chess. Sprint events feature match racing with positioning and explosive speed. Team pursuit requires 4 riders working in perfect harmony to cover 4,000 meters fast as possible. Omnium tests complete ability through 6 different events. Road cycling. Road cycling tests endurance over courses exceeding 150 miles with thousands of feet of elevation gain. The road race features mass, starts with 130-plus riders navigating technical terrain. Time trials are pure races against the clock with no drafting allowed. Mountain biking. Mountain biking takes cycling onto technical terrain with climbs, descents, and obstacles, testing bike handling alongside fitness. Cross-country races cover circuits with 1,000-plus feet of elevation per lap at speeds approaching 30 mph on descents. BMX racing. BMX racing features 8 riders on tracks covered in 40 seconds of pure adrenaline. Gates drop, and riders sprint toward jumps at 35 mph. BMX freestyle rewards creativity as riders perform tricks on ramps, earning points for difficulty and execution. Sailing. Sailing combines weather reading and boat handling across 10 classes from dinghies to catamarans. Wind dictates everything: strategy, tactics, and outcomes. Fleet racing features complex right-of-way rules governing interactions between boats. Surfing. Surfing judges athletes on wave riding ability in constantly changing ocean conditions. Surfers have priority windows to catch their best waves while competing against time limits. Scoring rewards difficulty, innovation, and commitment on wave faces. Canoe sprint. Canoe sprint features kayaks and canoes racing on flat water over distances from 200-meter sprints to 1,000-meter endurance tests. Kayakers sit using double-bladed paddles with stroke rates exceeding 120 per minute. Canoeists kneel using single-bladed paddles, generating power through core rotation. Canoe slalom. Canoe slalom navigates whitewater courses, with hanging gates requiring specific directions. Green gates need downstream passage. Red gates demand upstream navigation against current. Touching gates adds 2-second penalties, while missing gates results in 50-second penalties. Rowing. Rowing represents ultimate teamwork, where 8 rowers plus coxswain must move in perfect synchronization. Stroke rates reach 40+ per minute during sprint finishes. A single rower catching water incorrectly slows the entire boat significantly. Single sculls test individual technique over 2,000-meter courses. Weightlifting. Weightlifting reduces strength to 2 explosive lifts, testing maximum human power. Snatch lifts weight from floor to overhead in one continuous movement, requiring flexibility, speed, and strength. Clean and jerk divides into 2 phases, first to shoulders, then overhead. Athletes get 3 attempts at each lift, with weight increases throughout competition. Golf. Golf brings the world's best to championship courses, where Olympic pressure creates different mental challenges. 4 rounds of stroke play over 72 holes, with no cuts, means every shot matters equally. Course management becomes crucial, as aggressive play can backfire spectacularly. Skateboarding. Skateboarding divides into street and park disciplines, judging creativity, difficulty, and execution. Street uses urban-inspired courses with stairs, rails, and ledges. Park features bowls and transitions where skaters generate speed through pump technique and aerial maneuvers. Sport climbing. Sport climbing tests 3 distinct disciplines. Speed climbing races up standardized 15-meter walls, where world records approach 5 seconds. Bouldering solves short, powerful problems, without ropes requiring maximum strength and problem solving. Lead climbing tests endurance as competitors climb increasingly difficult routes until falling. Decathlon. Decathlon crowns world's greatest athlete through 10 events over 2 days. Day 1, 100 meters, long jump, shot put, high jump, 400 meters. Day 2, 110 hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin, 1,500 meters. Athletes must excel across speed, power, technical, and endurance events while managing energy between competitions. Heptathlon. Heptathlon tests women's versatility through 7 events over 2 days. Day 1, 100 hurdles, high jump, shot put, 200 meters. Day 2, long jump, javelin, 800 meters. Scoring tables balance events to prevent single disciplines from dominating point totals. Modern pentathlon. Modern pentathlon combines 5 skills designed to test 19th century cavalry officers. Fencing features round-robin competition. Swimming covers 200 meters freestyle. Show jumping navigates courses on unfamiliar horses drawn by lottery. The combined event merges pistol shooting with cross-country running. Triathlon. Triathlon tests swim, bike, run endurance over Olympic distance. 1.5K swim, 40K bike, 10K run. Athletes swim in open water without walls while dealing with currents and mass start contact. Transition areas test organization and efficiency. The run occurs on tired legs after 90-plus minutes of prior competition. Equestrian. Equestrian features 3 disciplines where horses and riders compete as partners. Dressage is ballet on horseback where horses perform precise movements to music. Show jumping tests both species over obstacles reaching 5.3 feet. Eventing combines all 3 disciplines into a grueling 3-day test, including cross-country galloping at 35 mph. Artistic swimming. Artistic swimming requires athletes to perform choreographed routines while holding breath underwater for extended periods. Duets and teams must achieve perfect synchronization while executing technically demanding elements. Athletes spend hours developing lung capacity and underwater spatial awareness. Breaking. Breaking makes its Olympic debut as B-boys and B-girls battle in one-on-one competitions. Battles feature 60-second rounds of improvised dancing to live DJ music. Judges evaluate technique, vocabulary, originality, and musicality as dancers adapt to opponents in real time. Here's what we're really talking about. 339 medal events across 32 sports. Summer Olympics feature over 10,000 athletes from 216 nations. The games last 16 days, with competition starting before the opening ceremony. Some sports crown multiple champions. Swimming awards 37 gold medals. Track and field gives out 48. Others crown just 1. Golf has 2 tournaments, men's and women's. The youngest Olympic champions are typically gymnasts and swimmers, often teenagers. The oldest competitors are usually in equestrian and shooting, sometimes competing into their 60s. Training for Olympic sports consumes entire lives. Swimmers log 50,000 meters per week. Runners cover 100-plus mile weeks. Gymnasts train 30-plus hours weekly from childhood. Believe it or not, this isn't everything. The Olympics have featured over 400 sports throughout history. Tug of war was Olympic until 1920. Art competitions awarded medals from 1912, 1948. Hot air ballooning was a demonstration sport. Sports lobby for inclusion constantly. Cricket, baseball, and softball cycle in and out. Squash keeps applying and getting rejected. Flag football and lacrosse are coming to LA 2028. The Olympics evolve with culture. Skateboarding, surfing, and sport climbing were added to attract younger audiences. Breaking continues that trend. 32 sports, 339 events, 206 countries. Every 4 years, the world stops to watch humans push the limits of what's possible. Some chase milliseconds, others pursue perfect tens. Some battle opponents, others fight only themselves. From the 100-meter sprint that crowns the fastest human alive to the marathon that tests absolute endurance. From gymnasts defying gravity to weightlifters moving impossible loads, the Olympics showcase the full spectrum of human athletic achievement. Which sport would you dominate? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more breakdowns that explain sports in minutes, not hours.